Who pays for Danishes?
This is true. Yeah.
That's the life I live. If it's a daily activity, oh yeah, brother's got to get in there.
I ain't mad at you.
Give me the hookup.
Yeah, exactly. Not at all. Oh my goodness. How was the weekend, man? How'd you doing?
No, did some big things, man. You know, having a good personal life, I think, is key when everything else is crazy. When you're looking at political landscapes, you're looking at the global landscape. Sometimes, man, you just got to go back into your hole and surround yourself with your peoples.
Yes, sir.
It'll be good for the soul.
Yes, sir.
And so that's what my advice has been to a lot of people, because I see a lot of people stressing. Like when you yo, what's up, man? You say that, and then you're like, man, I'm telling you. And then the first thing I say is, brother, okay, got it. You extending yourself here. You're at work. You're doing all that. When's the last time you had a recharge, though?
Yeah,
you got down with your boys. You got down, whatever your circle is. So,
yeah,
man, I circle up. I recharge that soul.
I hear you.
That's what I did this weekend.
Right. Deion Cole, you know Deion Cole.
I do.
He's got a special way. Somebody asked him, what's going on? And he drives. It's funny. I can't really talk about what he says. But it's like, it's this big breath. And you go, oh, my God, let me tell you what's going on with me. Yeah, man. It's been a very interesting week so far. And, of course, we're just, we're now dipping into things. But, the focus has always got to be, number one, focus always got to be taking care of us, because ain't nobody coming to save us but us. That's number one. And focusing on community and focusing on the positive stuff, because the negative stuff's always going to be there. No matter who's in office, we always going to be struggling with that. And so it's a lot to talk about, and we'll actually get to talk about it. Probably I got a question for you guys, how you feel about a little something I discovered this morning. So we'll talk about that a little later on in the show. All right. So, and we're also going to have a couple special guests as well. One from the Carver, and also we're going to talk about Austin art as well.
Hey, I wonder, when you look up art in the dictionary, if it don't give us as like one of the examples. Like it should read the definition and be like, there's other places that support it. Like, get on down to Austin.
Exactly.
We gotta be listed, bro.
Oh, sure, most definitely.
Because we lean so far into the live music capital, I think we forgetting that artistic expression that we got, which is its own thing.
Right.
But we'll see.
Yeah, and we got some dope artists around too, man. Some really dope artists, and we're gonna talk about an artist who's actually fighting to keep one of the murals up and up in near the city of Austin. Man, I think it's up near the city council area. I'll get more information.
How bad they fighting? Like, are they taking turns sleeping out in front of it to guard it? Are we guarding it yet?
No, see, that's where you come in and use that military experience.
No doubt.
You got.
Who got first shift?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, we'll make a duty roster.
Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will.
You can't be late.
No, you can't be late.
If you're late, you do another shift.
Exactly. Yeah.
That's how you keep people on time.
Yep. You got to be ready and prepped, most definitely. Yeah. So we're going to talk about that a little later on this morning. Should be some pretty interesting stuff. Also, man, who you got? I probably jump for this. We'll just hit it right now.
Okay.
Who you got for the Super Bowl?
For the Super Bowl, I have the Kansas City Chiefs pulling off that three-peat that has never been done before.
Right.
I got them doing it.
Nice.
And you?
You know what, man? If I say the Eagles, then I'm gonna have to hear from Jay Hunt and the Professor. They're gonna be like, yes, and I'm like, no. Yeah. You know what? I think the Chiefs are gonna get it again.
Yeah.
But we'll see. They really, against the Bills, man. It was crazy. I was watching that. Me and my daughter's aunt, like whenever I go see my daughter, we're both, glued to the TV, and she's yelling at the TV, and I'm, just kind of going, okay, cool. But it's a great game. I honestly think that it's just going to be a great contest. I think Philly may get them. I really do. I think the Eagles are going to get them.
Here's what I can tell you. Right. They have issues, Philadelphia. Just because they put up a double nickel pretty much on the Commanders doesn't mean that they are a powerhouse of a team. They did what they were supposed to do. Yeah. Somebody give you the ball about 3, 4, 5 times. Yeah, you're supposed to go do something with it.
Exactly.
You control the ball. You don't give. How many times did you see Jaden Daniels just sitting away? Because you heard about that boy. You heard how he a cold young brother.
Yeah.
But he was sitting on that sideline a lot because you use the run game. You keep him off to the side.
Right.
But Jaden Daniels is not Patrick Mahomes.
This is true.
And that is very different.
Man, Mahomes was doing his taxes, then he decided to throw the ball.
I believe
he was filling out his 2024 taxes. Like, come on, son.
I just believe that the moment was too big for the Commanders.
Yeah.
And they folded.
Yeah.
The Chiefs ain't built that way. So keep on your little high, fly, eagle fly there. But you coming back down to reality, and y'all need to take this serious, because these some boys that history is in front of them, and they took care of y'all last time.
Right. Right. Yeah, they did. Man.
And y'all, Philly. See, they winning right now, right?
Yeah.
But they forgot about all the drama they had.
Right.
A.J. Brown still ain't happy with the quarterback. They gotta win. But in the playoffs, man, you won't even feature me. A couple games ago, you won't even feature me. Yeah, you hit me in this one. So they gotta come back. They gotta get themselves together. I think they need to calm down before they get in, or they're gonna be too amped up.
It's gonna be crazy.
That's what I believe.
I'm here for the halftime show and the snacks. That's it.
Hey,
that's it. It should be interesting. Also, I should also mention you have Fans View Fridays 10 to noon, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
yes, sir.
Cool.
And we can get a little bit more of this sports talk. You can call in if you want to talk about it. Call in. We'll talk about it. Especially, look, you ain't got to agree with me, but we gonna talk about it, and then you get to tell everybody. You get to be heard.
This is true.
Or you can just keep chilling, and whatever comes through the speakers.
Right.
You know, you can be in the barber shop. You can throw the clippers against the wall and be like, man, that dude, he ain't even right.
Exactly.
Or you can call in, we can talk about it.
Exactly. Or you can keep thinking that the Eagles are going to win. I'm just playing. I don't have a dog in this.
You're trying to get the people going.
Yeah, I'm trying to get hurt is what I am. No, I'm going to leave that one alone. All right, let's mix it up, y'all. Happy Hump Day. Be careful out there. It is Warfield, Dab Dub, and Simply Courtney. We are the Wednesday edition of the Morning Grind. The drive to work is definitely going to be a scrub.
And you got no love.
I got no love for this scrub at all, son. Nah.
But it's so foggy. Some people are going to have to be on the drive or passenger side with their arm outside trying to look out the window. That's what they're going to have to do.
Are they looking out the window with their left eye?
This is true.
Because it is kind of chilly out there.
Why are you doing that?
Yeah.
Because if she got the left eye, why she can never be on the passenger side? Because she only got the left eye. Oh, okay.
Man.
Go ahead, Jabbar.
That was fun.
Yeah, that was cool. Yeah, that was dope. That was dope.
Left eye.
Yeah, yeah, man. Make sure you rest in peace. All
It's
right.
simply Courtney's fault.
Yes, it is definitely simply
I
Courtney's
agree.
See,
concur.
that's a man that takes charge. If you say you did something wrong,
Yeah.
because a lot of us men, we don't.
Oh, yeah.
So
I be proudly raising my hand. I volunteer as tribute for the problem. That's me. It is me. It is I.
tis I.
Yep.
All right, sounds good. All right, here we go. Look out for this wreck right now, 973 and 71. Also, wreck at 130 and 450. This is going to be on the toll road if you take the toll road. I like the toll road. I just don't like paying for it.
Wow.
Did I say that out loud? Ooh,
The email is in your mailbox.
It's the fastest one in America, by the way.
Really?
So that's that's the
85?
fastest. No, 130.
No, I'm saying
That's
85.
the fastest
though.
high.
What's the speed limit?
Oh yeah, 85. Yeah,
85,
And
yeah.
so that's why we all enjoy it. But it comes at a cost.
Yeah, it does. It does come
You're
at a
not
cost.
alone in that.
Yeah, it does come at a cost, like for real,
Yeah.
at a cost. So yeah, I like the toll road. Other than that, just be careful, y'all. It's just really crazy. I was driving through. I think I was probably on the road about 6:30, and it was just soup. That's all it was. It was just straight soup. So be very careful. So let's talk transportation. As we get into the time, once again, it is 8:10 here in 88.7 FM KAZI. We're going to talk transportation. As a matter of fact, we're going to jump into a little something called light rail and get into the information on light rail. I know. As opposed to heavy rail.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. All right, Jocelyn Vokes is in the building. Good morning, Jocelyn. How are you doing?
Good morning. It's good to be here. Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here. And thanks for putting up with our humor, as crass and crazy as it may be. It probably helps to.
Yeah, she didn't leave yet.
This is true, but
Still
we
here.
just got started.
Oh yeah. Okay. We'll see.
Okay, so this is a really, really deep subject, and you can tell me if I'm right or wrong. There's a lot to look forward to to light rail.
There is,
And,
yeah.
and some people are saying, yeah, cool, and some may have some reservations. But let's get into the good stuff though.
Yeah, so we're talking about bad traffic in Austin, bad weather. We need more reliable transportation. It took me an hour and a half to get home yesterday. Traffic was really bad yesterday. And it's starting to look like our big metros in Texas, and it's only going to get worse. Austin population has doubled every 20 years. And so we're looking at, in 2045, the greater Austin area is going to be up to 4 million people.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
you think traffic is bad now? Just wait.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness.
So
A bunch of those are going to be my cousins, though, because I've been telling them all to come.
Oh, they're all moving
So
here.
most of them, I'm at fault. I'm sorry about
I
that.
thought you was keeping your cousins away from
Nah, I decided to bring them in.
me.
They coming from California?
Yeah.
And East Coast. He got
Those
cousins
are
on
the
both
ones
coasts.
I had to bring in.
Yeah.
Because it
Aw.
seems like, I just want to aggravate the true Texan people, because those are the people they don't seem to like to come. So I invited those.
Nice.
Wow.
Nice.
Thanks a lot.
See? I have a question then.
Yeah.
So what you're saying, that ridership has fluctuated over the years. What strategies are being implemented to increase ridership and ensure that service meets the current and future needs?
Yeah, so it has fluctuated thanks to pandemic, work from home, remote jobs. There's no doubt there, but the fact of the matter is we still have to keep people moving in the city, especially if governments are going to come and tell us to come get back to the office and everything.
Yeah.
Then everything is going to be just at gridlock downtown with this many people coming in. So we do need to provide more reliable service, and we're very fortunate. Back in 2020, during the pandemic, we actually passed Project Connect. And so that's a dedicated tax revenue that's going to pay for a whole bunch of improvements, including pickup zones, a new metro rapids. And so it's really a total system that's really going to bring that has already brought improvements in several areas. But now we're looking at our part is constructing the light rail at Austin Transit Partnership. So that's looking like construction is going to break ground in 2027. And we're looking at delivering the full system in 2033.
Wow.
So folks are going to be able to ride from 38th Street south on Guadalupe down across the river on a new bridge down to Old Torf and South Congress. And then once they cross that bridge and they land on Riverside, they're going to be able to go out east towards 71 and Riverside.
That's gonna be nice.
It'll be transformational.
It really will. So what are we looking at in terms of how long that's going to take? And is that going to affect, how's it going to affect, I think a lot of people are like, okay, cool. How's it going to affect our current drive?
We will have construction. It's not going to be 6 years of construction on that whole line for all of those 6 years. We're going to have a schedule, and we're going to work things out. We're going to work things around festivals, around college schedules, whatever the case might be, so that we can get a portion in at a time.
Yeah, because that's gonna be a lot. Because that, like right now, if I drive, where am I going? Like if I go close to 183, up near Breaker Duval, a little bit past that, is construction city.
Yeah.
That is crazy. It's like, you only finished, no disrespect, but you only finished with this thing yet? Come on, let's go.
I want more people to get excited about this, because they're not listening to what she just said. Every 20 years doubling. 2045 having 4 million people.
Right.
Light rail is the key. Light rail can carry significantly more passengers than buses. And that's the fix. That's how we get to where we need to get to. Improved air quality. Does anybody care about that? Because if we're going to just keep growing, I lived in California. I know what smog looked like. Y'all talking about that fog out there today.
Yeah.
We're heading that way. And so, again, we want that. But let's talk disadvantages, though. I'm a little curious here. High capital costs. So we know that's going to take an initial significant investment. Could you talk a little bit more about that part?
So a lot of people question, the finances. Like any responsible Austinite should be keeping an eye on what's happening. But what we're looking at, that's you. What we're looking at is what we have to do is get the bones of a good structure through the heart of the city. So what that means is, like you're mentioning, good air quality. This is an electric train, and so what that means is we cannot put rail in the middle of the streets in in Austin without moving the water pipes from under that electric system.
Yeah.
That'd be bad news. So this is really a utility relocation project through the heart of the city, which is then going to have light rail on top of it. So when we look at the costs of implementing the program, that's where the majority of the costs are going to be.
Okay.
I want other people to think about some of the advantages. I want to be fair because I don't want to just go disadvantage, disadvantage. Let's talk about there are going to be some benefits to neighborhoods and businesses because wherever that system is now going to be set up, it's going to attract businesses to that area. And so now we're talking about neighborhoods that are going to benefit. Is that would that be correct? And one of the things.
So our organization is Austin Transit Partnership, and the partnership part of that is because we're working with the city of Austin and all of their permitting, affordable housing, and everything, and Cap Metro as the operator. And so that partnership brings together a lot of good in that we can work with the city, and the city buys property for affordable housing on Riverside, and then we look at that affordable housing site, and we can put a rail station right there that's ready to serve at Grove, for example. So Grove and Riverside, there's ACC Riverside, and then there's going to be a whole bunch more affordable housing and mixed-use development for making it more transit-oriented friendly, so people can actually walk where they live.
That's one of the things I wanted to jump on there is enhance the accessibility. And so for our seniors, for those that are trying to get around, this is where you want to be when it comes to light rail. Our seniors, those with disabilities, others with other mobility challenges to get around, it's going to be a lot easier for you. And then one other item is this is going to be a positive image to the city. You think companies that want to come here and invest in our city aren't going to be like, oh, wait a minute, you guys have progressiveness because you have a light rail, you guys. And so us investing in public transportation signals that we are a city on the move.
That's right. Yeah, it's the next step for us being a big growing city here in Texas.
Yeah, you'll better have your workers or whatnot. They can live in one place and they can go and work downtown, wherever that is, but they don't have to deal with the whole parking and all the permitting that comes with having a car. Even though we did away with, what is it, registration or inspection, I think has been taken away recently, right? Yeah, so
there are people complaining about education, and I want to just cast a little light on that. So some of our educators, we know they don't make a lot of money, but they got to be down here in Austin at the Austin schools. They can't afford to live in some of the places where they're at. But to your point, you just said it. They could commute in. You said you're trying to work around the schedules. You mentioned school, so we're not just talking UT, but we can get people to come from the peripherals, have them come down into the city, teach, and then they got to hop and ride right on back out.
That's right. I mean, so we have phase one, which is going in right now. At each of the lines, north, south, and east, we're going to have a park and ride. So you can leave your car there for free all day, and then you can ride the train in. And what this does is a lot of people will say, well, I don't, it's not convenient for me to travel 38th, Old Torf, 71. My work is outside of that. What this does for everyone in Austin, we're not expecting everyone to jump on the train, but it gets cars out of your way. Keeps Austin moving.
There you go.
Keep us weird and moving.
That's right.
At the same time.
We need a T-shirt.
Yeah, exactly. Weird and moving. Yeah, exactly. Now, where can people find more information on this? Because I understand you guys I've got the thing right here, the information here on Facebook. It's Austin Transit Partnership.
That's right. Yes.
All right. And you're on Instagram as well.
We are.
Okay. And that's ATP_org.
That's right.
Okay. On X, ATP_org. And also LinkedIn. You guys are on LinkedIn.
Yeah, so that's one of the benefits is we're going to be hiring a lot of people to do construction.
Courtney.
You know it.
Maintenance, operations.
Courtney.
You looking for a job?
Y'all need a chief?
See, he wanted to be sheriff. And I don't want him to be sheriff, so I'm trying to push him to any other job.
I could be sheriff of the train.
No. The light rail sheriff? Is that sound like a position?
I'll take a badge. Yes, please. See,
she's gonna give you your own star.
All I need is one gold star, and I'll do whatever you
Light
need.
Rail Ranger.
Bingo. Done. Sold. I'm in.
Give me a little 10 star.
That's it. It ain't even got to be 10. It can just be one of the ones that you just put on your adhesive. Just right there.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Low expectations. I like it.
Yes.
Facts.
He'll
I'll
be
work
okay
all
with it.
day.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, Jocelyn, thank you so much for coming in and informing us about light rail. We certainly appreciate your time.
Thanks for
Thank
having
you.
me.
Thank you so much. And we look forward to it. Once again, y'all check it out. Facebook, Austin Transit Partnership. Instagram, ATP_org. X, ATP_org. And also Austin Transit Partnership on LinkedIn. All right. All right, let's get back to it. It's the Morning FM, KAZI, doing big things.
Fire,
Man,
bro.
we was about to do it in here.
And you know what?
Bruh.
I've been like, let me roll some T.I.
When you
man.
drive to that song, don't you feel better though?
Yeah, you do. You
I've
really
been
do.
on the motorcycle,
Oh, I
and
wanna
that
hear
has
this.
come on,
Yeah.
bruh. All I know is I'm swerving.
Yeah.
fire.
I've been them corners.
Uh-oh.
Whoa. I'm telling you,
Whoa.
that's it. But yeah, there's about to be a mosh pit up in here.
He's a good artist. I have every once in a while I've strayed and I've forgotten how good of a catalog T.I. had.
Yeah.
And then I remember I'm reminded of songs like that. The whole album of I'm Serious.
Yeah.
That was
Yeah.
like a banger and a half, bro.
And the DJ over there, he trying to mess up stuff.
He do what he do, man.
He trying to be professional.
Don't
in
hate
here.
on me, man. Show me love.
He
like
doing it
that.
live too.
Love,
I'm a brag for him. He doing it live too. I want y'all to understand. He's over there doing this. This ain't no pre-planned stuff.
no.
This man is doing
Don't
it.
take up for him.
Hold on. He's doing. What you talking about?
But
He's
Courtney,
doing. He's
people
doing.
at work,
Doing.
Big things popping and little
You
things
you can't be in
stopping.
your cubicle and start. You're gonna scare your coworkers.
Sometimes you
you
gotta
say
pop out
big
and show
things
them.
popping, and you start moving,
Exactly.
moving furniture in your little.
Sometimes you gotta
Banging
move
on
the
your
cubicle,
keyboard.
man.
Right.
I've been there.
That's why they're trying to get rid of DEI because they.
You wild out. You were wild out.
Too soon, Jabari.
Sorry,
too soon.
Too
my
many
bad.
y'all in
Get
here.
a man his first month in office first.
It
My
smell
bad.
like collard greens and cocoa butter. We don't like it.
Black eyed peas. Why do they have
I'm
to be
allergic.
black eyed peas?
I'm allergic. I have an allergy.
Oh, he'll
Please
rename
stop.
it.
That's me.
yeah, well, yeah.
What are you gonna rename it? Go ahead. Give me some.
What he'll say is they will be. They have a saddle on them piece. The black saddle
black
piece.
What did they do to golf? What's the golf again now?
It'll be the Gulf of America.
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What, Mexico
And-
not
and
good
then-
enough?
And then once
That was hello.
we take over Greenland, because apparently we're gonna like invade them, then we'll rename that too. I'm sure.
Man, they need to leave Greenland alone.
Oh, you do know we're gonna take over Canada, right? So that'll be a need. That'll need a new
Man,
name.
dude, I'm just
They trying to go after Antarctica right now. Like they over there building stuff right now
All
in
that has to
Antarctica.
happen.
Exactly. Why Antarctica? Do you know how cold it is in Antarctica?
Am I allowed to say because we stupid on air? Or am I not supposed to say stuff?
You know
like
what?
That?
I think you should go ahead and let your feelings
ghetto.
be known. The
The
views and
ghetto.
opinions are expressed
the ghetto.
by yourself and
The ghetto.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, here's the thing. I'm trying to remember. Does that party believe in global warming, or they don't believe in global warming?
I don't think they do.
Are we
Because
really?
okay, well, I was gonna say that we don't know what's under that block of ice, and as soon as it melts, you want land rights, so you can go prospecting for gold.
So what they're doing, and I unfortunately know a little bit about this. They're going after. There's a deposit. There's an oil deposit because
Yes.
America loves oil.
Yes.
There's a rich oil deposit underneath there, and so
waiting.
they're drilling, and it's like one of those where you do the slant situation.
Yes.
Where you don't have to be claiming directly.
Look at you,
above
directional
yourself.
drilling. Check
yeah,
you out.
yeah, and so. I don't know if that means we're headed towards fracking or whatever out there. I'm pretty sure we are. But there are other things out there, too, that we don't know about, which
Yes, sir.
means there's diseases.
Yeah.
There's all these other things that have been trapped under there. And for us to be under there, I think it's severely stupid and short-sighted.
yeah, I think so too.
Outbreak.
I think that was
Just like the movie.
That was the best way I could say it.
Yeah.
No, you did a great job. When you went with directional drilling, I was like, this brother.
You know, I
maybe he
read.
could not still be a sheriff, but he could be.
You know.
Maybe we can find something for him.
I read and I get discouraged at the same time. I'm like, dang it, why do we have to learn how to read? No, stop. Okay, that was bad. Hey, it's not Black History Month yet, okay?
No, it's not. It's coming up though.
But
Dude, we
speaking
close.
Yeah, in a
of Black
minute.
History
Talk
Month,
to me, man.
Yes, sir.
man, we need to like have a celebration, like like to kick off Black History Month. Like that's how we should do it. If this city is about it,
Yeah.
we should take Black History Month,
And then,
especially with some of us getting through that election we just had,
yeah.
and have like just like a blowout party, dude.
What kind?
Like a block party
Like a block party?
where you could bring family, friends, and just do it big.
That's a good
But
idea.
that probably ain't
I
gonna
like
happen.
that. Where can we do that at?
I wonder where we could find a block party.
Maybe we
to
know
do something
somebody.
like that.
You're saying there's a chance?
Yeah, I think.
Yeah.
Christine.
Did somebody say block party?
All right, hey,
Yo! Bump, 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 bump. Bitty bump,
in
bump.
studio, we have Christine Pasculado. Oh.
Nice.
Hey, and I'm gonna just say we gotta be on our best behavior because she's from Houston.
Oh, I heard.
So yeah, we don't want to mess around with her.
Congratulations on the snow, by the way. Y'all handled that just the way I thought y'all would have handled it. That was hilarious.
Yeah, that's funny.
A lot of good music videos came out of that day.
Oh my
Yeah.
goodness, I can't wait.
I bet,
Oh wow.
I bet. See, that's
The
I never
slabs
thought
on
about
snow?
That. Yeah.
Wait, slabs on ice? Is that not a? That is something I would pay to go watch.
See how much-
Slabs on ice.
And you could do a video drifting
No,
now.
come on.
You could drift in your video.
Come on.
Just like in Big Dogs. That song Big Dogs. You know,
Yes.
going right. You could drift, hang out the window. Christine, look at you.
Dude, you just influenced my.
So
my
Christine
YouTube.
works for the Carver
Yes.
Museum here. And although she sounds like an entertainment producer,
Right.
she was going to tell us about the Black History Month blowout block party y'all about to have.
Yeah, I think you're talking about the Solar Saturday Black History Month kickoff block party.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
gonna be hot.
exactly what we want to
That
talk
sounds
about.
fun.
Yeah, so February 1st,
Yeah.
Saturday, from 2 to 6. This is going to be the 7th iteration of Solar Saturday, which
Lucky
is
7.
Congrats.
thank you. It's a program that we modeled after Brooklyn Museum's First Saturdays, where they just bust the doors open. It's free. They got multi-generational programming, and we took a look at that, and we were like, Austin deserves that too.
Yeah.
So on a smaller scale, obviously, we do that at the Carver every quarter, and PNC has graciously partnered with us. They give us the resources to pay Black artists, facilitators, workshop leaders, performers, poets. It's been something that we're really proud of because we are really pumping money into the Black economy.
Thank you.
And keeping the information alive as well. Yeah, that's a real big. That's why I love the Carver, man. The Carver is absolutely just so crazy. Now you guys have got the dance studio and theater as well.
Mm-hmm.
There's going to be a vinyl records on long play and all of that. Yes, I love
You know
coffee
stuff.
and vinyl is just like that's my drug of choice.
Yeah, and that's our Carver vinyl collection. So it's been donated by elders from the community. Shout out to Bernadette Pfeiffer. That's a lot of her old collection, and we got Mark Fort spinning in the lobby. So there's going to be a lot of Stevie Wonder.
Put the needle on the record. Put the needle on the record. You know what I'm talking about, Jabari.
Yes, sir. And drum beats go like this.
This guy gets it. That's going to be so much fun, Christine.
Yeah, there's so much. Can I go ahead and list it all?
Yes,
Yes.
please.
Go
Okay.
for it.
Yeah, so the way it works is like a choose your own adventure. So unfortunately, there's no way you can do everything unless you have clones, but
I do.
you can select what you want to do. So if you do want to dance,
do.
come in your athletic wear or your streetwear. We got a vendor market. So in between events, you can shop around. And then we have 3 sessions of a financial literacy workshop with money intelligence, wealthy roots. And that is going to be just some general information on how to budget and just get to know your wallet and make the right choices for you to build that generational wealth that everybody desires. Then we got our presence exhibit on view. The new exhibit will be opening on February 8th, the following Saturday. So come back.
Wait, what
But
day is that? Say
that
the date,
is-
the date again?
It's February 8th.
That's my
It
birthday,
feels-
y'all. I just
Oh,
want
yeah,
y'all to
that's
know
right.
that.
That's your
That's it.
birthday.
I'm gonna go back to being quiet. I'm sorry.
Then we have an art activity. So that's going to be a stencil of our Solar Saturday logo. We have in-house printed, because we're DIY like that, the logo onto vinyl. So our team did all that. And then you can stencil it onto a piece of wood, decorate it however you'd like. The 2025 National Black History Month theme is African Americans and labor. So you can collage around some of your favorite activists, innovators in the workforce, highlight the contributions made by African Americans that made this country what it is today. And then we have Torch Literary, who you may or may not know, Amanda Johnston. She was the 2024 Poet Laureate, Texas Poet Laureate. She's got 2 poets coming in. They're going to do a little showcase. Then we're screening everybody's work, Healing What Hurts Us All, which is a documentary about wage disparity in the healthcare system. And it's a super important film if you care about your health and the people in your lives' health. Then we got 3 different dance classes. We got Reclaim. They're doing a social dance, so it's going to be like a Soul Train, line dancing kind of thing.
Nice.
And then we have 2 sessions with Derike, who's teaching a hip-hop step class. So that's going to be awesome. Do y'all know what that is?
Hip-hop. Well, I know what step is.
Like when you step on the platform.
Oh, yeah.
workout
Oh, I've been
class.
seeing those videos.
Yeah.
Those
Yeah.
videos go crazy.
Yeah.
It's like a concert, but they all coordinated together.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Super fun.
Look at us coming up in Austin.
And
Okay.
then the cool thing I think is it's the crown jewel of it all. We've got
showing up?
Sketch coming to do
Yo!
a closing performance. If y'all have heard of Sketch,
Yeah.
that is a band that James Adkins created. If y'all are familiar with James, he's newish to Austin. He's from Florida, but he's been on Tiny Desk already.
Nice.
And he's a great drummer. His energy's awesome. And I call it the crown jewel just because the music is going to bring us together. So it's all going to bring us together, but we're going to jam together. And the theater just reopened in the Carver, so it's going to be a really special day.
Hey.
Very cool. Yeah, and then that's going to kick off the weekend, and that's this coming Saturday.
This
2 to
Saturday,
6.
2 to 6.
Nice. Man, that is going to be absolutely fantastic. That is a perfect way to kick off Black History Month. I know some folks are going to want to go online to get information. Give them the socials, give them the website, all of that.
All right, we're at Carver Museum ATX on all the socials. If you want to DM, that's going to be me. So I will see your message and say hello. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to hit us up. Look at all our events on Eventbrite. It's Carver Museum ATX. And then our website is carver-museum.org. We also have a special Black History Month web page dedicated to all this programming so that it's easy access and you can look everything up. That's going to be austintexas.gov/Black History.
Nice. We can slide into your DMs, and it's not going to be a problem.
She said it.
You did. Yeah.
No take backs.
Hey, we're here for community. That's my job.
Amen
so
to that.
It's not a problem.
Amen to that. That works. Any other information we need on this event, Christine? Want to make sure we get it all.
Just bring your whole crew, assemble the crew, and come out and support. I know the MLK parade was rescheduled for the same day. You can do them both. It's important. They're both important, and we just need everybody to come and show up in the flesh.
No, bro. I'm gonna tell my regulators to mount up.
Regulators.
We coming through. But so you kind of answered that, but I was kind of curious of long-term vision. This will be an annual event. Do you see growth? There's things that you guys are chasing. What long-term vision? What are you guys thinking?
Long-term vision is that we already sort of are, but there's still so much knowledge about the Carver that community just doesn't know yet, and that's fine. There's so much to know. There's so much to do in the city, but what we do is so special. It deserves to be shouted from the rooftops. Yeah. And so we just need you to come out there so that we can spread the word.
Yeah.
And long-term vision, we want to be that hub where you're like, what do you want to do today? Oh, okay. You know what? Let's wake up late. Show up at this thing sometime between 2 and 6.
Yeah.
And then continue that community hang and just grow that bond as a community, again, off of our phones and in the flesh.
Yeah.
The phones are always going to be a thing, but right now we just need some real, genuine connection and unity. Of course, that's my opinion, but that is really what's going to get us through some of the things we're facing right now as a country.
Agreed.
Yeah, I agree.
Jabari.
Yes, sir.
She said this has been popping off for 7 years. I want her to share a story or anecdote of what would you guys say would have been some of your biggest moments over these 7 years that the streets is talking about, that if we weren't there, maybe we missed.
All right, hold on. First, let me clarify that this is the 7th Solar Saturday, but it is the 3rd annual kickoff. Yeah, we have them quarterly. And then, so we had 4, but before that we had 2 without funding.
Okay.
And then this is our 7th. But as that being said, can you repeat the question?
Share a story, a little anecdote about some of the events in the past. I just want the people. I want to draw them in. I just want them to know what to look forward to.
I got a good story.
Okay.
So that the very first Solar Saturday, we were debuting the program, and so we were coming correct, and the Buffalo Soldiers came out and did some activities about pioneer cooking, life on the open range.
Yeah.
And the kids really connected with them. It was super cool. We got about 700 people in the building that day.
Wow.
And that following Monday, one of the Buffalo Soldiers came back with a bouquet of flowers, letting us know that he hadn't seen the Carver like that in years, and that it just meant so much to them.
Yeah. See.
Good job.
And so I just think, that's always our intention, is to bring people together. There's no hidden agenda. It's really just, hey, what's good?
Yeah.
What have you been up to?
Yeah.
Like, let's connect. And so I was proud of our team when that happened.
Now that's exciting.
Yeah, it is. That's awesome. That's awesome. Christine, we thank you so much for coming in. We know it's going to be a fantastic event. We appreciate it. Once again, give them them socials so they can get all that info, so they got that info.
At Carver Museum ATX.
Nice. Appreciate you coming in. Thank you so
Thanks
much.
for having me.
All right, sounds good. We'll take a break and come back. This is The Morning Grind, y'all, on 88.7 KAZI.
More to come with The Morning Grind right here on 88.7 FM, KAZI.
KAZI, the music of Monica, who has a nickname Gunica.
Gunica, dog. You know it. That's the coolest and scariest nickname for an R&B singer ever.
Son. Yeah. That's like, and because she's so beautiful.
Right.
But she has,
that.
Monica has a rep.
She will.
Yeah, you start none, it's going to be something.
I think the term is about that accent, boss. I
Listen,
think that's what she is.
when an artist with all the attributes that y'all just listed is holding down her man who is locked up,
Straight up.
she is about that business. She is serious. A real one.
We're talking about C, right?
Yeah.
Can't say the last name because we're on air, but C. Shout out to C. Brother of Percy.
Yeah.
A.K.a. Master P.
We'll just leave it. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Nah.
She about that business.
She is, man.
No question.
That's what's up. Shout out to Monica, man.
Yes, sir. Shout out to Gunica. All right, let's see what's going on the road. There's lots of construction to watch out for up near 35, close to 610, and as well, drive times is definitely going to be up. The average right now on most of the drive times on your road, on your drive in, I'd say majority of them is about an extra half hour.
Wow.
About an extra 20 to 30. You know what I'm saying?
That's about right. I guess it's 9 o'clock.
Well, yeah, it's 9 o'clock. It's foggy. It's nasty. It's gray. It's
hump day.
It's hump day.
Everybody running late and dragging their feet.
People running late to places they don't want to go to. I feel that.
How many people already done reach out to their boss and said, "Hey, I'm gonna be late, man. It's fog. I can't see nothing."
Hey, man, I'm gonna get there when I
went
get
back
there.
home.
I've been there before. I said, "Hey, I'm on my way."
It ain't safe.
But don't say where. Don't say
It
when
ain't
you get
safe.
there.
It ain't safe.
It ain't safe.
I mean, what you want me to do? You want me to die, or you want me to get there?
I'm saying I'm gonna get there. Dang.
Yeah.
Just not right now.
Eventually.
I know.
later.
I'm gonna be there though.
Not right now.
Not now.
But later.
I'm on my way.
Yeah.
But not right now.
Is it wrong for me to abbreviate on my way, or do I need to spell it all the way out? Because
No.
I'm driving.
Let them know.
No, but I'm gonna do what is it on my way? So
Well,
it's OMW.
No, because you want to keep it text appropriate.
Oh, come on, man.
They
I'm
need to
driving.
step their game up if they don't know what OMW
That's
is.
what I'm saying. I'm driving. I should be able to just do the abbreviation and they get it.
My mom started something that I don't think caught on, but
Talk to me.
she made her own text communication.
here you go with this. I
She
wanna
be
hear this.
LOL.
Okay.
Really?
That's lots of love.
You
Right.
better stop.
Or it could be lots of licks across your head.
Oh, wow.
Either way, you know.
Ma, ain't nobody else on that LOL. You've been doing this for years. It ain't catching on.
I can
Right.
imagine the context of
Or
being
you
so
need
wrong.
more people to love.
Somebody
so it can't
passed
catch
away.
on.
She said LOL.
Because I ain't repeating it to nobody.
No, you gonna do it the wrong time.
She was like, "Hey, we could go viral. We could." Nah, ma, you by yourself on that.
Yeah. Should be on too. Yeah.
We
she'll
love you, Mom.
Definitely help me. Yeah. Shout out to moms, because moms like me.
She okay?
Ain't nothing
I
wrong
think
with
she's
that.
cool.
Oh,
I think she's cool with that. Moms like me.
yeah. She like you guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She always be asking if she could call in, and I always giving her the same answer. No.
Why you be elbowing your moms off to the
Nah,
side?
man. We don't need. Nah, y'all don't want to hear from the good Reverend Bishop.
Nice.
Nah, we good.
Yeah.
I don't
Right.
need that.
Oh my
what
goodness.
what I do appreciate is that she listens to that
Ain't nothing wrong
and
with
she
that.
does it.
Yeah, I ain't mad at that at all.
But I'm scared
Why
every time
you-
that phone ring.
See, that means you were brought up right. Because if you scared of your mama,
Yeah.
you brought up right.
don't-
I'm still scared. Mine's been gone 10 years. I'm still scared of her. Okay.
Get out of line. Stuff will start floating in the room and come towards your head,
Yeah. See,
Jabari.
when that happens, then it's like, okay, all right, yes, mom. Sorry.
Me and my mom have a healthy relationship. She instills enough fear in me for me to handle certain things, and there's certain things where I'm still talking back because I'm still in my ugly use still. Where I'm like, let me tell you something. And I'm like, you know what? I probably should shut up.
Yes.
Yes,
Go
sir.
ahead,
Yeah.
go ahead and talk.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll
Oh
be
my
quiet, but when she leave, I'll be
I
talking.
be talking again.
gosh. Your mom's is Debo.
Yeah, pretty much. Shout out to my mom though, Jackie. Love you. I don't know if you're listening or not. Might not be awake yet, and ain't no wrong with that. You retired. You don't have to be awake this early.
Yeah, this is true. No, this is true. Only the unretired.
Or the tired.
Or the
man.
tired, yeah.
Yeah,
It's
the
just called the
tired is
tired.
up right
It's
now.
called the tired. So, okay, so let's talk real quick. We were waiting on our guests, but while we're doing that, let's talk real quick. Okay, so now, of course, there are a lot of diversity, equity, and inclusion initiatives that have been canceled by a lot of companies, and there are some companies that are hanging on to them. Now, here's an interesting thing, and I got up this morning, I was checking Facebook just before I came in, and a friend of mine named Robin actually put up a list of black businesses that are inside of a business, a major department store that has decided to roll back its DEI initiatives. However, they have a number of entrepreneurs, black entrepreneurs, on their website and in their stores that are selling merchandise. Okay, now we can look at that one of two ways. We can look at that as saying, okay, we see what you're doing. You're still giving, black entrepreneurs a chance to do their thing. However, there are also a lot of black artists on Spotify that have 1 billion streams and only getting $100,000. Okay, so we can go down that road. So with that, with this particular, and it's Target, by the way, with that, is this diversity, equity, and inclusion situation where it's being eliminated? Because to me, it was. I don't want to say it's a fad, but it's like it was initiated because of George Floyd being murdered, and then 3 or 4 years later, everybody's like, "Well, we really don't need that now, do we?" And of course, it's being pushed out. So, let me get you guys' opinions on that.
Man, I can tell you, I have worked for a few Fortune 500 companies, and without DEI, those companies do not flourish. I have looked around the room. We have looked around the room because I've done hiring and firing for these. My background is a little bit of HR. So we have realized we need the diversity of thought in the room because we all tend to go one direction. Right. Because honestly, you may not believe this, but a lot of times people don't want to ruffle feathers and they don't want to do the research to find differences of opinion. And that is why you stay stagnant going in one direction. But it ain't no research needed when someone comes from a whole different background. And that's how we know that we are what's called well-rounded. Yeah. But when you're not well-rounded, you know what you are? You're a square. Yeah. And does the square go rolling along? No, it don't. And that's why you want to be well-rounded. Man, I'm
like
gonna
that.
step
Well
off
done.
right there.
That's a bar. I think during that whole process, during that time period, we were asking for things like, Okay, cool. We were asking for. You know what? I'm gonna shut up. I think we need to just handle everything the way it needs to be handled. I'm gonna be quiet because our interview just got here. I was about to say something, and I said, "Wait a minute! No, we got it. We good."
That's cool. That's cool. All right. Well, yeah, hold on to that. Hold on to that. Okay, so let's go ahead and bring in our guest. We have a very special guest that is in here, and we definitely want to get a chance to holler at them. They've got, this is something that I think is really, really important because of the fact that there's so much great art in this city. And a lot of it has been created by Black artists, and it's not just beauty; it's a story.
Yeah.
It's a story that's being told, and some of it is actually in danger of being eliminated. And we hope that we can somehow or another stop this, because we don't want that to happen. We have a veteran artist on with us. Two folks that are on with us this morning. I believe John is on this morning as well. John Yancey and Nalia Sankofa joining us this morning. Hi, good morning, y'all. How you doing?
Whoa, good morning. How are you?
We're doing wonderful.
Doing great.
What's up? Michawo. Good morning.
Good morning to you.
No, man,
You know I got to bring the Africans. So.
I was
That's
about to
okay.
say.
That's okay. That's okay. My dad used to say about Ghani.
Yeah. Yes,
And I'm gonna say Kazi. I'm gonna say Kazi. That's Swahili for work. That's about my contribution.
Exactly. All right, folks. So talk to us about what's going on, because I saw this and I was like, wow, that's really not. This is definitely not cool, because art is not just something that somebody decides to throw up and write, and do this and do that. Art tells a story, especially African art and Black art. Art has it's prominent, because I mean, even if you look at your cell phone, look at the way it's carved and curved, and look at the way cars are created. That's art and engineering, and somebody took the time to do that. It's an important thing. And with this, the African art that we have tells a story, and the Black art that we have tells a story. So tell me about what's going on and what you guys are currently facing.
Do you want me to take lead, or you want to intro, Naila?
I mean, yeah, I'll intro real quick. But so first of all, Madase, thank you all for KZI and Jabari and Doug and everybody at KZI for letting us have this time, this space this morning to talk about this issue and to get it out to KZI listeners and just the community as a whole. So basically what's going on is that we have the convention center about to be demolished to be rebuilt. So there'll be a brand new convention center at some point. It's estimated a $1.6 billion project. And there have been, there's approximately 9 artists that are in the main ground floor rotunda area whose artworks have been commissioned by Art in Public Places, which the acronym for that is AIPP. And so they are, instead of picking up the artwork and putting it in storage and putting in the new building once it's done, they want to get rid of it. They don't want the work. And so what they've done is they went through a process called deaccessioning, which means that they are releasing the work from their collection out into the ethers, and the artists who created the work can either reclaim the work or the city just throws it away.
Wow.
No other city or most other major cities don't do this.
Right.
And so John Yancey is one of the artists whose major works are in the convention center, that because of the nature of how it's installed into the interior wall of the convention center, they're like, the artists have to figure out a way to retrieve their work at their own cost and expense and everything, and figure that out and get it out of the building by the middle of April.
Wow.
Right. And just to kind of back up a little bit, the ordinance, the Art in Public Places ordinance that was kind of drafted in the mid 80s had this deaccession policy, which basically means that if the city, for whatever reason, chooses to deaccession the work, that the artists can reclaim it at their own expense. And this was done in the mid 80s. This piece, my work, Riffs and Rhythms, in the Convention Center was commissioned in 1994, 95, and completed in 1996. At that time, there was no notion that Austin would be building brand new convention centers and tearing them down. The public art program and the public art collection was brand new. They didn't have major works. They had things where saying you can come and get it and reclaim it made sense because you're coming and taking things off a wall and packing them and taking them with you. When they started commissioning monumental works, they were meant to be permanent, like my work, then that policy no longer makes any sense. So my work that's based on music, one of the things when I did the piece was trying to find something that regarding the history and culture of the area would resonate and make sense. History, Texas history, Austin history, obviously is problematic.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go, there's some issues in terms of things you want to celebrate or not. What I did find to celebrate was music. It was the multicultural thing that transcended all that. And so the mural is based on that. And it's a mosaic tile that is meant to be permanent. That was the concept. So what we're looking for is for the city, because they're dealing with a policy that is obsolete. It deals with an Austin that existed decades ago, but is not consistent with the Austin that exists today.
Exactly.
We want them to pause. In other words, basically just stop this, because this was done quickly. What this is being done for is because they have a construction schedule that they do not want compromised. And if there's a cost that they do not want to incur. So this is for expedience. They are destroying art and rushing to destroy art for expedience. And what we're trying to say is when you accept a collection, when you say, I've got a collection of art, which Austin has a public art collection, that means they accept responsibility as stewards of that collection. There are things that you're supposed to do to protect that work as stewards. And instead, what has happened is that it's been deferred to construction schedules and fear of cost.
Right.
And we want them to back up, do a proper assessment of what it takes to rescue these works and incorporate that into their plans rather than the plan being to run and destroy artwork in order to plow forward with the construction, process.
Right. Now, is there a way that they can just give this back to you, or place it somewhere? They just want to destroy this thing, period. So you can't use it at all.
Well, the thing is that it is attached to the wall, so it's a complex process. It requires an investment. It's not something I can do. I can't go get it. It's going to cost considerable amount of money,
right?
To get it off, and a lot of expertise to get it off. And so what we want the city to accept the responsibility for that. Mm-hmm. In other words, saying you pay for it. I'm a retired person.
Right.
I can't hire cranes and crews and conservationists and specialists and so on. That's not within my ability. So the idea of saying you can come get it, which is what the ordinance says, is ludicrous to the point of almost being insulting.
Wow.
In that way. In other words, the city should take responsibility for its collection and do the right thing.
Exactly. Now, the piece is called Riffs and Rhythms. It's a 12-foot by 22-foot mosaic tile mural, and it is slated for demolition, along with 3 other public art installations as part of the city's plan to replace the existing convention center. It's a new $1.6 billion facility, and they're basically going to take, it sounds like, 4 pieces and just destroy them.
Right.
Man, that's ridiculous.
Well, actually, yeah.
Go ahead, Nyla.
Oh, no, I was just going to say, yeah. So there are actually, so there's 9 artists that are in that area, but 3 artists have major, well, with the exception of John. John's is one huge solid piece as well as a mosaic, the 12 feet by 22 feet, and it's about 2.5, 3 inches from the wall. And then there is another artist with multiple pieces that are that make up one piece that are bolted to the wall in some way. And so theoretically rather, should be able to unbolt hers and remove them, but it's still going to that's going to be a process, and getting it down and storing them and, moving them and storing them and so on. And the artist Damian Pryor has several beautiful stone and glass pieces that are in the rotunda suspended from the ceiling or down from the dome of the rotunda, but also along the walls. And these are, sculptural pieces that can be handled by, individuals, but they're heavy. They need to be, taken down properly. They need to be wrapped and crated and then hauled off and stored. And so the city is assuming and almost expecting and demanding the artist to just, whether John is retired or not. I mean, even if you were still teaching, your salary is not going to be able to afford the budget that it will take to do the necessary prep work and then the actual implementing the removal, the surgical engineering removal of this mosaic from embedded in the wall.
Right.
So,
well, my guys are here. They might have another question, but I'm going to ask. Hopefully, I'll steal the thunder on this one. How can this be stopped?
Tomorrow is the city council meeting. Tomorrow they're going to vote to deaccession. We've been urging people to contact city council, to sign up to speak, to send emails, to do whatever is required, so that we flood their input, inboxes, whichever they are, with the fact that people are outraged and they want them to stop and pause this. It's up to the city council right now. And tomorrow, the meeting starts at 10 o'clock, and they will either deaccession, which means destruction, or they will listen to the voices that are there and pause.
Okay. So it's let's say, for instance, if folks can make it, they come down to the city council area, or they can you said they can also send emails. Where would they send an email to?
Can I jump in? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Go ahead.
Yeah. Just for clarification. So, citizens communications, which usually happens at 12, which means it's general, to speak on generally on any topic, but to sign up for that is already closed. So, but people can sign up to speak to a specific agenda item, and this is agenda item number 11. And I'm going to reconfirm that because they move things around oftentimes the day before the meetings or the morning of. So we want to make sure that's still the same agenda item number. And then also folks can physically go into City Hall, even today, as long as it's open, and sign up to speak on the kiosks that are there, and either for in-person speaking or remote speaking. You can also be at City Hall the day of tomorrow's meeting, tomorrow being the 30th, and sign up at the kiosk to speak all the way up till 45 minutes before the meeting starts. So folks can sign in up till 9:15 a.m. Because even though the agenda item might happen later in the session, they officially start the city council meeting at 10 a.m. And so it's just a matter of where the item falls, but folks can sign up that way. But the even more important thing is that even if folks sign up to speak or are unable to sign up to speak, or remotely or in person, we need as many people to send emails or to even just make a simple phone call to city council members' offices, the mayor's office, the city manager, even to call the city clerk's office and say, we want to get this message to city council that we are against the deaccessioning of item 11 on the agenda. Email can be really simple, doesn't have to be a long dissertation, but the more that they have on record that the community is speaking out and expressing outrage about the potential destruction of these artists' works, because it could potentially be the destruction or the loss of John's work and Damien's work. So we don't want that to happen, because we've already had Black artists' works, mural works, destroyed in the last few years around the city. So if everybody remembers what happened at 12th and Chacon,
right,
with the mural there, and then murals in some other places that we have works, not just in East Austin. So this is not just a Black people's or Black communities issue. This is about art for everyone and preserving Black culture and Black artistic expression in this city, no matter where it is. And everybody should, no matter your ethnicity or race or neighborhood, everybody should want to rescue and save this work.
Amen to that. Amen to that. Well, we appreciate y'all coming on, and this is very important because, as I've said, art is not just beauty, it's also history. There's a lot of history in a lot of stuff that I've seen around town, and I'm sure, John, I've probably seen some of your pieces as well and didn't know who you are, so it's great to meet you, and I thank you both, as my dad would say, thank you for fighting the good fight.
Asante.
Yeah.
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Can I provide just with the email a little bit more in terms of how to do that?
Yes, please.
If you go to the city council webpage and you scroll along the top to government, and you click on that and you scroll down, and there's a segment off to the left that says email all city council members.
Okay.
You click on that, and then you're able to kind of send an email that reaches all city council members that way.
Nice. So nobody can say that they didn't see it.
Right. And it's easy to even Google or to find out a phone number, and also we also have on our mailing list Senator Sarah Eckhart is aware of this situation. She's on the city's, I hope I'm saying this right, she's on the city's she's on the committee for the city of Austin. That's one of her committees, but also Representative Lloyd Doggett is aware of this. So folks even contacting our state reps and those state rep and that state rep and the senator's office. We just need for everybody to be aware of this and to speak out. And also specifically Council Member Zoe of District 9. His district covers downtown and the convention center. So if anybody should be receiving the majority of this pressure besides the mayor is Council Member Zoe to speak on behalf of, preserving this work.
Sounds good. Well, we're glad to be able to get this message out. Man, that's something I wouldn't be aware of because, like I said, I'm sure I've seen a lot of your pieces as I'm driving through, and to know that it's up for what's going on with it, it's just absolutely mind blowing. Because again, it's not just a beautiful creation. It's history. There's history in that, and our history is unfortunately anywhere that I think sometimes parts of the government can take our history away. It's being taken away, and then you end up with a generation that forgets where they came from, and we can't have that. That's
right. Or people who assume that we were never there in the first place.
Well, then there's that.
Right. And then I'm going to take a step and honor your father and say it's not just history, it's our true story.
Well, there you go.
Story.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Well, Nadia and John, thank you both for coming on. I certainly appreciate it.
Quite hearing.
Yes.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you. 88.7 FM KAZI. Man, oh man. 9:45 on 88.7. Good morning to y'all. Douglas the Professor's coming in just a minute. Also, be sure to check out Iron Sharpens Iron and Grown Man Game Radio a little later on today. And join my homie Greg Ricard. He's going to be bringing you Let's Cool One later on this evening from 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. And come meet the Morning Grind folks. We're going to be at Austin's very own Salt at 2525 West Anderson Lane. Drop on by. We'll be there from 11 to 2. And we'd love to meet y'all. Shake your hand and say, what's happening? All right, so come on and do that. That's going to be happening on this Saturday, as a matter of fact. So come on through. Love to meet you. Ooh. Fellas, it's time to get out of here, man. We done talked. We done talked tough.
We
had half of Austin up in this joint today.
Pretty much.
Covered about 3 boroughs.
Yeah, we did. We covered 3 parts of town, that's for sure. Oh, my gosh.